Happy Wednesday! Today is July 1st, and we are going to start talking about some conditionals today. So, our language objective is I can demonstrate my understanding of conditionals by completing levels 11 and 12 using studio code instructions, a teacher mini lesson, that's this, and my device. So don't forget to check in for attendance, that's first. Watching the mini lesson on conditionals, that's what we're doing right here. And then we are actually coding 11 and 12 as our lessons today. So to get us started, let's take a look at a vocabulary when it loads. Okay, here we go.
There are many coding languages, but all programs run by following basic instructions, like do this, then do that. If this is true, do this. If it's false, do that. The order in which a program carries out instructions is called the control flow. You can manipulate the control flow with conditional statements. Now I'm talking about. So let's get into it. Y'all ready? Conditionals. Conditionals are statements that only run when certain criteria are met. And to see if they're met, conditionals they tell a computer to check. And to see if a condition is true and to do an action if it is. And if it's false, do a different action. Do you get the gist? Where do you find conditionals? In games and sites in daily life, yup, day and night for real. Imagine if your mom someday is like, if you wash my pickup truck, I will pay you like $20. The condition that has to be true is washing the truck. Washing the truck. And if it's true, then you get paid up. That worked well. If the condition is false, there's another part called the else. Like when your mom says or else, you're not going to the mall. That's the else. It happens when the if condition is false. So if you don't clean the truck, mom looks to the else for the other action. You don't go to the mall, there's mud on the Chevy, no satisfaction. You can code conditionals too, that's what programmers do. Bet your mom wishes she could program you when you don't do what you told to do. Yeah. Conditionals tell a computer what to do if a certain condition is true. If a certain condition is false, it does a different thing, yeah, that's all. Conditionals tell a computer what to do if a certain condition is true. If a certain condition is false, it does a different thing, yeah, that's all. Let's write a conditional for a game called Wizards of Cheese. It's like World of Warcraft, but we don't want to get sued, so it's called Wizards of Cheese. Anyway, you are a wizard, and you can summon creatures to help you succeed. The creatures you summon depend on the level that you have achieved. Here it is in pseudocode. I'll write out the line. When a player casts a summon spell, if level equals 1, you summon a Pokemon. What does that mean? The program will check and see. If the level equals 1 is true, then here comes a spiky friend for you. So if you are level 1, you are getting a porcupine with paws. But if you are level 2 or above, then that condition is false. If it is false, the program might check another condition. Before it moves on to the else on this mission. The other condition that could be true is the else if. For when there are more than 2 outcomes you want to deal with. So else if the level equals 2, summon a land shark, which doesn't move too fast but has sharp teeth like a bandsaw. If both of the first 2 conditions are false, the program moves on to the else. Like else, summon fire-breathing, multi-headed turtle monster with a flaming shell. So that's what you get when your level is 3 or above. We use if, else, if, and else, to write it up. Conditionals tell a computer what to do if a certain condition is true. If a certain condition is false, it does a different thing, yeah, that's all. Conditionals tell a computer what to do if a certain condition is true. If a certain condition is false, it does a different thing, yeah, that's all.
Let's see how it would look in a real language called Python. We use elif for the else-if condition. Right on. Player level is a variable. It holds info that can change, like the player's level in the Wizards of Cheese game. When summon spell cast, if player level equals 1,
Summon porcupine.
elif player level equals 2,
Summon land shark.
else.
Summon multi-headed turtle monster.
All right, so that was kind of a fun and quirky video, but it really gives you an understanding of what a conditional is and how it works. I have another example of that tree sort of map that they put there. I love to think of these as roadblocks and roadmaps. So when I start thinking about what I want something to do, I start thinking of it kind of like this tree. It's going to run down this line of things, and then we hit an if, then we have to branch off. So if into then, and then it ends, and then it's done there. If else, if, right? That was that second code, then end, else, end. So this is a pretty standard conditional that we are going to practice with today as we get into, actually today and tomorrow, as we get into lessons number 11 and 12 today. I can preview for you that we are skipping level 13. So if it's something that's interesting to you and you really like Minecraft, by all means, go ahead and play it. You're just going to end up playing it on your own. And then we are going to do lessons 14 and 15 tomorrow. So that being said, we will have covered just about half of our class by the end of this week, which is really, really awesome. You should be proud of how far you have come and proud of how far you are going. This is awesome, guys. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.